Making $10,000 every single month with a Forex robot, I'm sure sounds extremely amazing. But I'm going to show you the reality and the truth, and it might not be as positive as you might think. Of course, I'm going to show you my real account, my profits, but more importantly, I'm going to share the different timelines. I'm going to share the different psychological battles that you will face with automated trading. And most importantly, I'm going to share with you why this isn't as passive as you might think. This is the video I wish someone made for me when I first started. So of course, first and foremost, the first thing I like to do is show you the results because, truths just sound so much more the truth when they come out of mouths that have experienced what they say they've experienced. So as you can see, this is a $40,000 account. We've been killing it, 1.4K. And of course, this month so far, we're nearly up 6.5K. So as you can see, we are walking the walk. And yeah, so I'm going to share a couple of the psychological battles with you. First and foremost, guys, making any bit of money, even 5K, 10K, whatever. First and foremost, let's establish that $10,000 is a lot of money. Regardless of what these Instagram gurus make you feel that you need to make 100K, 200K a month, $10,000 is still a lot of money. It's six figures. And we have even like 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and even older people making that sum of money. First and foremost, I want you to think like what that amount of money can do for your life. It can do a lot. It can pay your rent. It can do absolutely everything. We're talking the average salary. Most people are making like $4,000 a month. We're more than doubling an average salary, completely automated. But here's the thing. The person that is making money from a salary is spending 9 to 5 actually doing something. They're getting active. They're absolutely doing something right. They're keeping their mind busy. And the problem with our minds as humans is that our minds are consistently racing. But you see, when you're making profits like this, especially a lot of profits like this, and you're just sitting there and you're doing absolutely nothing, you are now having to face the realities of your mind, and you're having to face the realities of your speeding thoughts and your racing mind. And it actually could be very painful, in fact. In fact, boredom is probably one of the biggest things that I believe that is extremely detrimental to mankind in general. Is boredom that actually causes degeneracy that we have, and it causes just the downfall of societies. So I actually believe that automated trading is very dangerous in that sense. It's because you actually end up having no sense of purpose whatsoever, because you're just sitting there, you're receiving money in your account, and you've done absolutely nothing for it. And the next point that it brings me to as well is that since it's all just numbers on the screen, you end up actually just losing value for money in general. Like, I remember a funny story actually before when I was younger, a lot younger than this. We're talking like 4 years ago. I got so desensitized to Forex in general, like the money in general. Like, I would see my account go up thousands in dollars, like up and down, and I wouldn't really like be able to kind of materialize that amount of money because it was just numbers on the screen. But then I remember one time I went to the bank and I withdrew $1,000 from the ATM, and I looked at it and I just spread it across the table. You know how we used to do when we were younger, pretend like we're flexing the money, right? So I spread it across the table, and man, it was 20, 50 euro notes. Like, that's a lot of money. And that's the amount of money that sometimes I was making or losing. And it really, like, I was able to reflect really deeply on this, and it made me lose the sense of value of money in general. It was crazy to think and crazy to see that just because the money, like the numbers on the screen, that I didn't give it the value that it really has. So I think this is something that's very important to be able to also reflect on. Very dangerous. Automated trading, Forex, you can lose the sense of value for money. Now, thank God everything's changed now. I understand the value of money, but back then when I was making a lot of money with Forex, I didn't have that. The next thing with making a lot of money with automated trading is the beautiful thing is very scalable, right? There's not as scalable as this, in my opinion, because you can literally just compound your account very fast, especially if you're one of those guys that uses like very high risk or even medium risk. You can compound your account very fast because you can consistently use the profits, put into your account, and just keep regenerating and just growing on top. And the problem with compounding is most people are so used to like fast profits that they don't understand the compounding effect of like 5-10 years. But let's forget even 10 years. Let's just focus on like 2 to 3, 4 years. Like, the compound effect on 2 to 3, 4 years, still very high. But most people worry about the compound effects of like 1 week or like maximum a month. And that is the problem. But like, here's the thing. There's nothing else that can do those type of returns and those numbers for you in general. Like, you can take a look at real estate, you can take a look at anything really, other maybe than some very high ROAS businesses. There's nothing else that's going to be able to give you this sort of ROI except Forex. The other thing on the other side as well is that a lot of people think that this is completely passive, and the truth is it's not 100% passive. You still have to be able to run the dynamic optimization protocols. Many of you heard before. I don't run my robots 24/7, so I have to be able to decide when to turn on my robot, when to turn it off. I have to be able to constantly keep in touch with what's going on in the economy. Oh shit, Donald Trump just dropped something. Well, oh, whatever new order that he's just dropped, I can probably expect this is going to cause some movement in the gold market for me and on the USD currency, whatever it is, right? So it's not 100% passive. That's the unfortunate thing. Now, the beautiful thing about it is, of course, the system for our clients is pretty much as passive as it can get because we provide all of these things. We provide the inputs for our people. We tell them when to turn it on. We tell them when to turn it off. But the truth is the system in itself, in its core, is actually not passive because there's still somebody that's out there telling you what to do. Yes, maybe it's passive on your side, but it's not passive on our side because we still have to do the work on your behalf. Everyone that's making you think that's a get-rich-quick scheme that's 100% passive, lie. And last thing, guys, it takes so much longer than you expect. Remember, most people think that they can just hook up the account and just start seeing profits straight away. No, there's a learning period. You have to learn to set it up, have to get used to the robot, to turn it on and off, run on a demo for a month, run on very, very small capital for like 2-3 months, and then you deposit on the larger capital. So once again, change your expectations. I wouldn't just go into a straight on the first day, not see any profits and then give up. A lot of people, they find an issue or two at the start, it's not working for like a day or two, and then they just give up. That's not the way you should go about it. If you're expecting profits that easy, then that's probably your mindset on life in general. And it's probably, unfortunately, you don't really like to hear this, but it's probably going to be how you're going to approach everything in life. And it's all just going to end in the same thing, you consistently giving up. With that being said, if you're someone that doesn't give up, simply go down into the description and just book a no pressure call with my team. On this call, we're just going to show you all the different results that we have with the robot. We're going to go through key metric performances. We're going to show you reports, how the robot works in general. And once again, we don't even expect you to buy at the end of this call. We just want to have a quick one-to-one conversation. That being said, click the like button on this video and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care.